We are live. We are live. We are live. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties getting started today. But we are live. Here we are with our episode 92 of Hits and Heels. Today is my birthday. Today I turned 54 and I am
Happy birthday,
I got
mommy.
thank you, baby. So I got to spend the weekend with my baby and it was a good day. We went to the WNBA game. But anyway, so I want to just get started. So today is my birthday. So you guys are able to come on and ask me any questions that you want to ask me. But she is going to be the interviewer today because she said I don't know if she's got some questions or not. Hey Preston, thank you. And so that's SCC. You remember SCC? My baby SCC. That's him that said happy birthday, coach. And so my baby's gonna come on. So let me tell y'all about my baby. So I'm a proud mom. She hates for me to brag on her, but she's 30 years old. She is in her doctorate program, which means she's already got her bachelor's and her master's degree. She is a serial entrepreneur. She's a realtor. She owns a photo booth business, and she also owns a rental car business through Turo. And she just recently purchased her first rental property. And she is, if you have kids that are in college and are looking for a way to pay for college and get graduate degrees for free, I suggest you kind of hook her up and ask her about how she hacked that. And then also hook her up, ask her about house hacking, where you purchase a multiple unit home and then you live in it, but your portion of the mortgage or the rent ends up being free and everybody else ends up paying the mortgage. So that's what she does. But Jay, hey baby.
Hey.
Thank you for coming on your Mama's podcast today.
Thanks for having me.
So where you want to start? You want to start at the game? Because we went to the Sky game, y'all. We went to the Sky game yesterday. And of course, what did you think about it? First of all, I had the best seat because my baby hooked me up with courtside seats. And I had the absolute best seats. They were behind the Seattle Storm's bench. So I got, firsthand view of anybody in the box and behind the bench. So
what did I think about the game? I think they lost. That's what I think. And they were supposed to win.
And they were supposed to win. Why did they lose?
Girl, well, all our starters was sitting down in the third quarter when we should have been up in the game. Okay. We just lost the momentum. And so I think we all just working out the kinks. I think Chicago Sky looked good this year, though. I think we're going to be a good contender. I think we're just still working out kinks of just trying to figure out like a point guard, a floor general, just somebody who just could like take over the game.
Gotcha. So, I grew up in the era where Tawisha Witherspoon was the stuff, and then she also played with the New York Liberty. So she's definitely one of the players that I have always emulated and always grew up watching and also respect. So she's taken over as y'all's head coach, and I think she will be a good role model for Cardosa and for Angel Reese. Angel rolled her ankle. What was that? The third quarter? When did she roll her ankle? Second quarter? I forgot, but she rolled her ankle. But I liked how, Coach asked her if she wanted to come out. I felt like she should have pulled her out. But Angel, kind of brushed her off and told her that she wanted to continue to play, which I thought was admirable for her, considering that she was guarding Nneka Ogwumike, who is an absolute beast. So you got to definitely be on your A game. But I'm really curious as to how those roles are going to go forward, because Williams is really, really good in the post. And so they got 3 strong post players. So I don't know if they're going to go to like a bigger lineup when Cardosa comes back, or like I would probably run maybe like a more like a triangle type of offense with the bigs, or if somebody's going to go to the bench. So I'm curious as to see how.
Plus, I think Angel Reese has to she could start shooting more. So I'm kind of excited about that, because she doesn't have to necessarily play like a big. She could be more of like a forward now. So it's going to be interesting and all of that other stuff. So anyway, now to talk about you. All right. So you is 54 years old today. How's it feel?
It feels good. I mean, sometimes I feel it because, I got the aches and pains. It's hard to lose weight. It's hard to, my memory is starting to get, a little off centered where I don't remember things as sharp as I used to. But I'm grateful and thankful to see 54 today. That's for sure.
God is good. I'm grateful that you see it too. So what was your first job?
My first job was in high school. Oh, you were asking questions that you ain't never asked me before.
How old was you?
I was in high school, so I think I was 16, and it was a place called Marvin's Gardens, and so we one of the girls on the team. It was her family's business, and so I guess they had made like a deal or something like with the coaches or whatever, so that some of the players could work there, so that we can earn money to pay for to go to camp.
What camp was you going to?
Kansas State University's basketball camp. Coach Matilda Mossman was the coach at that time, and I went to the basketball camp over the summer at Kansas State University.
When you was a child, what you want to be when you grow up?
I never really knew what I wanted to be when I grow up. Like that was like probably one of the biggest, I don't know, things that I really, really struggle with. Even now in my adult life, just struggle with. I never really knew. Like I didn't know. I still don't know.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite, The Wiz.
Girl, for real?
Yeah.
That's one of my top fives.
Is it? Is The Wiz one of your top five? Yeah. So that's probably why it's yours, because I probably played it so much when you were younger, because it came out in 1978. So I don't even know how that's even one of your top fives, because it was old by the time you were born. So but The Wiz, the one with Michael Jackson and Diana Ross and Nipsey is like is still probably my favorite. My number 2 is probably The 5 Heartbeats, and number 3 is probably Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights is my number 1.
Harlem Nights is your number 1. Yeah. Harlem Nights is probably it's probably my number 3. But those are definitely my top 3 all-time favorite movies. You would think that it would have been a sports movie, but it's not.
What are you most proud of?
You.
Besides me.
raising you. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely my greatest accomplishment. I think that, who you raise and how you raise, I think is a testament. I always just felt like I was a failure as a mom. I just know I didn't do a whole lot of things the right way. I had childhood issues that I needed to get counseling through, that I probably waited a little bit too long to go through to be a better mom. But the way you turned out, yes, hands down, is definitely my greatest accomplishment, is how you turned out as a young woman.
That was the easy answer. What's your favorite way to unwind? What up, Goldie? How you feeling?
That's our niece.
Cousin.
And your step cousin, or I guess it's your cousin. Yeah. So what is my favorite way to unwind?
Yes.
Watching a game.
What games? What? I know it ain't watching the Cowboys because they stressful. So who you watching that's gonna unwind?
You know what? You're right. Okay, so my favorite way.
Me out. So who you be watching that unwind?
Right, they are stressful. Okay, so my favorite way to unwind is probably listening to something motivational on how to get rich, or listening to something about a mindset, to change my mindset, to kind of make sure that I'm not getting into like a depressive state, because I have kind of battled with depression in the past. But I also love lifting weights. Lifting weights is probably, I have to say, is probably number one. But because of my schedule, I don't really get the opportunity to, to lift as much as I do. But I need to do a better job of making it a priority.
Gotcha.
These some tough questions, girl.
They tough?
Yeah. Hold on. Let's put us up closer. How about that?
Now we too close. Oh, okay. You said they some tough questions.
No, I like it. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Okay. Hold on. What stories do you remember most vividly from your grandparents? If any.
From my grandparents. So on my mom's side, I vividly remember just always going and when I go see my grandparents, we called my grandmother Madia and I called my grandfather Papa. So that was their nicknames. It was Papa and Madia. And I think the most vivid is when we were living in Washington State and they flew up to visit. And then that was like the first time we visited like Mount Rainier and we went to the Space Needle and we did all that. But so we kind of held off and did like all of that sightseeing and stuff when my grandparents that came to visit. And then my dad's side of the parents, they came and visited up to Washington State as well. And they brought a couple of other uncles. And from California, Uncle Harvey came and Uncle TC came. And it was just great to see them out of their element, because you could tell at their age they didn't really travel a whole lot. And I don't ever remember them like going on vacations or anything like that. And so I just remember them kind of coming out of their comfort zone. I think that was the first time that they had ever flown in a plane before. And so I that's probably my biggest remembrance.
Got you.
Oh, here's a question that Mika said. What's one place you visited that you never want to return to? Las Vegas.
What Vegas do to you?
I just didn't like Vegas. I thought Vegas was overrated.
When I went to
I don't like to gamble. They still allow people, the last time we went, people still was able to smoke.
Yeah,
and they still smoke, and I can't stand the cigarette smoke. And so Vegas was a place that I visited that I never want to visit again. And if I go, it's because it has to definitely be something that I don't know, something important there in order to get me to go to Vegas. Otherwise, I'm not going to waste my money to go to Vegas ever again.
What was your most memorable vacation?
My most memorable vacation. It must not be memorable because I can't remember. Let me think. Whatever it was probably a road trip. I think you and I had some road trips when you were older. I think that was kind of like a vacation. I think it was maybe your senior year when we went to Kansas, and you didn't want to go because you was going to miss your basketball tournament. But that was probably one of the most memorable as far, because we just went to go and enjoy my mom and just kind of hung out, and we just really didn't do anything. And it was kind of truly just a laid back vacation, because normally vacation, I don't like going on vacations because to me they're too stressful. I like staycations and I like staying at home.
Got you.
Okay, she's got another question. Let's see. What's the one item of clothing you couldn't live without? My Air Maxes.
Girl, and I'm throwing them away. She gets some new ones. Did you know that you're supposed to change your shoes like every 3 months, or they be hurting your knees and stuff? How long you done had them Air Maxes?
I don't know, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I don't know.
Okay. What are some of the funniest moments you remember from your childhood?
One time was when
Don't you try to make up a hobby that you did that I ain't never heard of before. Because now you're gonna say, oh, we was bowling, oh, we was hiking as a family, oh, we used to do this and do that. And I just be like, girl, who are you?
And I'm so sorry. And so so now you can publicly get to ask these questions that you that you never got to ask and get the question. So one of my funniest moments in my childhood was when my dad dressed up as Santa Claus.
Did he?
Yes. He literally came in as Santa Claus. He was like, we know that's you. But my brother and sister were younger. I don't know if they knew, but I thought it was just really cute. But it was funny that he dressed up as Santa Claus.
That's kind of fun. I never knew that.
You didn't know that?
What's your favorite song?
What's my favorite song? I don't know. I don't know what my favorite song is. Come back to that one.
Okay. Who's your favorite band or singer?
Jagged Edge, maybe. I have a lot. I don't have just one. My favorite group, I think, is Jagged Edge or Jodeci. And my favorite just singer is probably Luther Vandross.
Come on, Luther.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
To make money just appear out of thin air.
Any superpower you could have, you could read minds, you can fly, you could do all of that other stuff.
I would allow myself to become invisible so that I can, because I like being in people's business. And so
girl,
I like to be a fly on the wall sometimes, because you know how sometimes you walk into a room and you could just tell when people are talking about you, or you're the topic of conversation or something like that. And then sometimes I would be, or so maybe I wish I had a bionic ear to be able to hear what people had to say. Not that I care about what they say, but just to be the fly on the wall, just because a lot of times, you don't know who your friends are. And so sometimes I think that would give me the opportunity to kind of just figure out who's really, really in my corner, who's not in my corner, and who's just fake and smiling in my face. You would think that song Backstabbers by would be my favorite song, but it's not. There's a song called there's a song called Backstabbers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What you know about that?
What you know about that? Okay, she said, what would you do tomorrow if you won $1 million today? I would pay off. Well, my parents are all debt free.
So you pay all my debt and your debt. You have $5 left. So what would you do with the last $5?
We would have more than $5 left. We would have more than $5 left. But what I would do is I would probably call Jailyn and ask her to go find us some rental properties, and we would invest in some multi-level units and get them renovated.
Pay off my house and my student loans. We got $5 left.
No, we don't. We would still have about 500,000 left. To be able to go find another rental property and or some type of investment, or maybe we would just invest in like a tax liens, or it would be some type of investment. I might throw it into Forex. I might, throw it in the stock market. I don't know. It would be some type of a way to invest it so that I could flip it into making more money. I would try to figure out how to double it. That's what I would do with $1 million. Good question, Mika.
Okay, all right. Hold on. Okay, so you're 54 years old now.
54.
You probably got another 54 in you.
Hopefully, prayerfully.
So what you want to do for the next 54?
I want to learn how to play golf.
Anything less than 54, it's going to be me and you.
I want to be able to play golf. I want to learn to play golf because I'm jealous that you're taking golf lessons. And so I want to take golf lessons and learn how to play golf. Because when I retire, that's what one of the pastimes that I want to do is, if the weather's nice, to be able to go play golf or go to Top Golf or go someplace where there's a range where we can just hit balls or something, because it just looks like it's just fun and something to do. I'm gonna probably follow in my parents' footsteps and probably get back into bowling because I love bowling and it's fun.
Because now you love bowling.
But I've always loved bowling. It's just that I don't have time. So I think that once, I get to the point where I'm able to retire, that I want to make sure that I stay active, and I want to do those type of things. Of course, I don't know if I want to continue coaching because I think I'm too old and I'm too old school to be able to coach for a long period of time in my later years. But I think between now and then, the goal is to monetize my podcast and create some other multiple streams of income, that passive income streams. And that's been very difficult to do. That's something that I've kind of been, searching for and looking for in the last maybe 10 years or so. And I just haven't been able to make it happen. But I feel like that I have a breakthrough and that I will be able to make that happen here pretty soon.
What does legacy mean to you, and what kind of legacy do you hope to leave, Tarangela? Ain't it crazy that you the only person in the world named Tarangela? You don't want to.
And you just told the whole world that.
Tarangela.
So everybody, so those that don't know, my government name is Tarangela Coretta.
Tarangela Coretta.
So my middle name came after Coretta Scott King, and my mom just totally just made up my first name. And I am the only.
Tell them your full name, Tarangela Coretta Scott King.
That is not my name.
Mills Bryant.
And so that is so my name is I'm the only person named Tarangela in the whole entire world. So there's 9 billion people.
Billions of people.
9 billion people, and there is no one else named Tarangela. And so so if you call me Tarangela, I'm gonna look at you sideways, but I'll probably smile and laugh. Because that means you know me personally. So only people that really, just really know me personally, know what my real name is.
When's the last time your mom was called you Tarangela?
It's been a while. You're the only one that calls me Tarangela.
That's your name.
Because my mama know I can't stand my name, right? And so I be trying not to hurt her feelings, because she knows I don't like my name, that So anyway, hey Danny, thank you for it's still my birthday today, so it's not a belated birthday yet. So thank you. So anyway, so you got to go back. Do you see the questions on the side?
I don't see nothing.
You don't get questions on the side? Okay.
Oh, it's in the comments.
Yeah, on the comments. So if you see any questions on there, you can probably get some of the questions, because here's one right here.
Okay.
Would you rather go back in time to meet your ancestors or travel into the future to meet your descendants? That's a good question.
Girl, we don't know them people. We're going to the future.
We're going to the future. Yeah. Fact. I want to see, because of what the legacy that I feel like that my daughter, that Jailyn is creating. I would like to see how that comes into fruition. I would like to see how many players or athletes or anything like that go out of their way to keep my name relevant, or and I think the biggest thing right now is the African American Sports Hall of Fame, is seeing where that is 10 to 15 years from now, and my name coming up as one of the founders of the Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame. And I'm hoping that that will definitely be one of the biggest legacies that that I'm able to kind of hold back, that people be able to look back on that and be like, we have the Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame, and Coach Terri Bryant was one of the founding members of that.
Okay.
Mr. Brown said, "What country would you visit?" Okay, so I have traveled to
been around the world. Yeah.
So we lived in Germany for 4 years, and it was a great experience. Of course, Jailyn was the baby at that time, so she doesn't really remember. And so we were able to go and visit Euro Disney in Paris. I've been in the Eiffel Tower. The Louvre has burnt down, but I've been in the Louvre. I've seen the Notre Dame. I've been to Italy. I've been to Vicenza, Italy. I've been to Belgium. I've been to because I played ball, and we played in those teams against other military teams.
So what would you like to visit?
I think I would like to visit Africa. Ty had an opportunity to go to Egypt last year, and because of baseball, he wasn't able to go. But I think I would have liked to have made that trip to Egypt, or I would like to go to Dubai. Definitely go to Dubai. Dubai is probably on my bucket list. Dubai and the Maldives in Indonesia. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you can see the questions now on the side, right?
Yeah, I could see what's going on here. I couldn't see nothing at first.
Okay.
I said, where are they coming from?
Yeah. Are there any books you would author or write? Yes. Okay. So I actually just I should have brought it up here. So I just got back from
Alvin said that he loved the name Tarantula.
That's because Mr. Alvin is just a sweetheart. That's all. So
I want to Alvin, try to spell Tarantula. Just see. I just want to see how you spell it.
So if there's a book I have 3 books that I would like to write. I actually talked to a publisher today that has a beginner's guide to football that just came out, and she also is getting ready to write a history of women's football.
That's kind of close, but it's kind of close.
Oh, I didn't see it. So I would like to write a book about the new rules of sports parenting, because I think that the whole sports is a business now, and I think that it is it's something that parents really, really got to take a little bit more just take a little bit more consideration. It's not just the normal, hey, let's just sign our kids up. Now you have social media. Now you have NIL, and now NIL is also coming to high school. And so I want to write and then as a coach, there's just certain things that you just deal with as a coach with parents that don't support the kids, or parents that don't participate with their kids' success on the team, because you have to have, we don't have any funding, or we don't have any of that. So we have to have a group of parents, and it's always the same group of parents that's always participating. And then there's a certain etiquette that parents need to do. Sometimes parents are just doing too much. Like if we're coaching football, or I've seen it in baseball and I've seen it in football, where parents are just brutal against the officials. I'm not saying that the officials are right. It's just that parents make it worse when the officials do make a bad call, and the parents are just riding the officials. It makes it really, really difficult on the team for us for the team to regain any type of momentum, or to be able to, just keep the kids' heads in the game. And so there's just a lot of stuff about sports parenting. So that's one book that I want to write. There's another book I want to write about the new rules of adulting. And I kind of got this inspiration from dealing with my daughter, because she's done a couple of hacks that I thought was absolutely unbelievable. And one hack that I wish that we would have known about maybe, 20, 30 years ago is about creating a family combine. I think we're the only, I had this conversation today too. I think we're the only race, especially with Black people, where we're real quick about sending kids out into the world at 18 without any guidance, without any preparation, without, we taught them how to cook and we taught them how to clean and we, but I'm talking about, taking out maybe, and I didn't do this. This is why I'm able to say this now. I wish I would have known to take out a whole life insurance policy when Jailyn was younger. And then she could have used that money towards a down payment of a house now. And then now you can just keep reusing that money because you could just pay yourself back. And so, or to use that to buy a car. But getting a combine and then having all of the whole family as pull your resources together to either create a family business.
Is it a combine or is it a compound?
A compound. I'm sorry, a compound. But then you all live on the same piece of land, but you still have your own houses and your own space or something, or just go buy a big old mansion and everybody just lives in a big mansion. But now you still have your space, because you talk about a 10,000 square foot mansion is a lot of space for, however big your family is, and you can still be spread out as far as living that. But I wish that, and then now we pull our resources. You can keep the house updated, keep the taxes and stuff paid, and then now you can keep putting that down. And then another hack with that is everybody gets creates a trust, and everybody gets a life insurance policy, and then the life insurance policy goes into the trust of the family, and then everything is kind of just paid, and everything is just kind of just paid out of that. So that's the other book. And then the third book is The New Rules of Co-Parenting. So my parents were divorced, and of course I am a part of a blended family. And so just seeing all the dynamics and the adversity of that, I think that I could write a book that can maybe kind of help people to navigate through that. And so that those are some of the 3 of the books that I have in my head. And I hope that one day I can come on here and say that I finally got those written and published. Good question.
Okay, now let me ask a question now. Hold on, let me figure out what question I'm gonna have. What's the best decision you've made? Is that a deep question?
Yes. The best decision that I've made. I think the best decision that I made was marrying Cisco Bryant.
Come on, Coach.
It was probably the best decision that I made was marrying him, because being married to him, he helped me to grow in a lot of areas that that I really needed to grow in, and he had the patience to be able to kind of help me to kind of navigate through that.
Yeah. Come on. And who introduced y'all?
You did.
So basically, what I'm saying is I'm probably the best decision.
Absolutely. You absolutely are.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. What is this? What is this question?
The both of you have watched the WNBA featuring Angel Reese, my girl, a rookie sensation. However, is Caitlin Clark the most celebrated player to enter the league in its history? So I made my mama watch this WNBA documentary the other day. Mom, what you think about it? What is it? Dream On. 3-part series of how the WNBA got started.
Yes, right. And so there was a league that was probably prior to that, that of course they tried. There was like two leagues prior to the WNBA where they tried to get a women's pro team, and they just didn't work out. And so when they put together the dream team for the women's Olympic team, they put together a really good team. That was the first year that Rebecca Lobo was coming right out of college. So you had Lisa Leslie, you had Cheryl Swoops, you had Nikki McCrae, God rest her soul.
Staley.
Don, of course, we had Don Staley, Jennifer Azzi, and they had Lacey. What's her name? Lacey from Louisiana Tech. And, and it was just really, really good. But I think I don't know why Caitlin Clark is getting I do know why. The only reason why she's getting the press that she's getting is because she broke the all-time leading record. And she broke the all-time leading record over like men and women, whereas Kelsey Plum held it previously. And Kelsey Plum, when she broke it, which was recent, she didn't get nearly the press. And I
also think that women's basketball is just getting more like, watching women's basketball is just way more competitive than what men's basketball is right now. I don't know the
reason. I think that
like the storylines are better or what. But yeah. I think Caitlin Clark might be the most celebrated right now, but I think it'll be somebody else in a couple different years. Like I think
I think it'll be
Juju Watkins, Malaysia Valawi,
somebody like that. Or even Paige Beckers.
Yes. I think people are on the come up. I just think right now it's just Caitlin's time. But I also think Angel Reese has her own stardom in her own way as well. That is probably a little bit more like Angel Reese is more, I feel like, a celebrity than what Caitlin Clark is as far as like celebrity status in my mind. Like Caitlin Clark, I don't feel like she's like embracing the celebrity that she is. Where I feel like Angel Reese,
the way Angel is.
Angel is, yeah, she's.
Now I will give you that. I think that's a great observation. I do think Caitlin is still humble. She's arrogant but humble at the same time. Whereas Angel is embracing her stardom. Like I love the other day she made a comment. If I can put my team on, I'm gonna put my team on.
They was at the concert, Meg Thee Stallion, like the Chicago Sky came on the thing. So like they are what NBA players, used to be, of just like now they are being invited they have a seat at the table where, yeah, Caitlin Clark, you could tell she kind of shies away from that. But Angel come on, girl.
And puts all her people on.
Let's get this charter, let's do all of that. That's what she owns. So
yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
You mentioned Tina Thompson. I love Tina Thompson. Of course, there's just so many players that so this is what I found out today. So Tamika Catchings is one of Coach Bryant's one of all-time favorites. She has two restaurants called hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. It's two of them in Indianapolis, and she's there frequently all the time. So now the next time I go to Indiana, it's called Tease Me Cafe. So TEA' Me Cafe. She has two of them in Indianapolis. And so I was told that she's actually physically present at them on a regular basis. So so she's definitely one of my favorites.
And guess what else about Tamika Catchings?
What else?
She is a part of the greatest sorority of all times, Delta Sigma.
I didn't know that. I didn't know she was a Delta.
Yep, she just became an honorary in 2023.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so what? I want to make sure that. Bye, Mika. She says she's got to go. And thank you for the birthday. They still spell. They see how you got people butchering my name, so nobody know how to spell my name.
I just thought it would be fun for people to just try to spell it. I think that's a good icebreaker.
Yep. Nope. Wrong.
I'm gonna do that for my team tomorrow. I'm gonna say, hey y'all. So my mama's name is Taranja. Let's see who could get closest.
So,
Okay.
Hey Sharon. Hey Sharon. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
Sharon. All right. What
Sharon is like the biggest Kansas City Chiefs fan I've ever met in my life.
Okay,
like how about she has Pat Mahomes and the owner, all their numbers in her phone, and could call them whenever she get ready to. Like, that's how she got it going on as one of the biggest fans for the Kansas City.
That's because they be winning. They'll be stressing her out. What
but
do you
that
think
part,
is
that
the most...
part, that part right there, because they don't be stressing her out like our Cowboys be stressing us out.
What do you think is the most misunderstood thing about you?
I think a lot of people feel that I'm hard to get along with because I do have a strong personality. And I think sometimes people's first impression of me, especially if I'm in a professional setting, like if I'm on the job or something like that, I might be a little standoffish. People have said that I'm intimidating.
Not Angela.
But I actually get along with everybody. And I say this, if you don't get along with me, it's because you don't want to get along with me, because I'm not a people pleaser, but I love peace. And so I don't like drama. And so if I can prevent the drama and stuff from happening, I'm going to do that. And or I'll just cut everything off. But I'm also the type of person that if you have a problem with me, I'm approachable enough to where now you need to do it in a public setting, especially in a public setting. Like, invite me to Starbucks or someplace like that where we ain't got to have a drink or whatever like that, and be like, Terry, I got something to talk to you about. And it might be just a little touchy, because I'm not going to act a fool in public.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
Have you known it's time for me to act a fool in public?
No, I was just asking a question. I was just asking a question.
I was questioning like I'm acting a fool in public, but so to have a serious conversation with me, especially if we've had a misunderstanding, is to have a face-to-face, because communicating through text or email or something like that gets misconstrued. You can't really hear the tone, and there's a lot of miscommunication that way. But most of the time when there's a level of miscommunication with me, it's because we communicated via text and something was said or it was read in a way that was totally just taken out of context. And so now we have a misunderstanding. But I'm actually more forgiving because of my husband. So Cisco has helped me to be a lot more forgiving than I was in the past. In the past, if I had a problem with you and I would cut you off, and I can look at you and never see you ever, like cut off, and I would never ever talk to you. Whereas he's taught me how to be more forgiving of people, because you just never know what people are going through, and that I might have just caught somebody on a bad day or something like that. And so I have to just kind of give people grace and, give them the benefit of the doubt that, okay, maybe it was just a misunderstanding, and let's see whether or not we could work this out and we could talk this through. But I think that that's definitely a big misconception of me, is that people think that I'm just this hardcore person that, is just ghetto and
ghetto.
I don't know. That's just a perception that I get. I've definitely been called intimidating on more than numerous occasions, that I'm intimidating. And
what has been the most surprising thing about getting older?
The way technology has changed. Like, when I was your age, how old are you, 30? When I was your age, we were just getting cell phones, and it was like a big old backpack. Like, they weren't like the handheld devices. We didn't have internet. We didn't, so just growing older and just seeing how technology is just changing the world, and then being able to make that adaptation. And also when you're growing up at old school, the way I did, it's really difficult. It's really difficult to, again, change like how I coach, change how I relate to people. That those type of things is making an adjustment on just life, because things just change and you can't just always do things the way it used to be, because so that's been the biggest thing with growing old is the stuff that's going on right now will be totally different 20 years from now.
So what you gonna do at 54 that you didn't do at 53?
What am I going to do at 54 that I didn't do at 53? Go to the gym more than once a week. I'll be in the gym tomorrow. I go almost every Sunday if I'm not out of town, but I definitely am going to make it a priority to do more, because of course I love how I look when I'm toned. I saw Shonda posted an old pic from us from about 6-7 years ago. And I was like, oh, I was probably about 15-20 pounds lighter. But I would probably be more, I'm going to be more intentional as far as just my health, because my arthritis and my joints and stuff are starting to bother me more. I'm losing my eyesight, of course. I can't, I've had to adjust my readers again and be more proactive. So right now I'm presently looking for, we have like 102 minerals. I can't find like a test. Even if you go to the doctor, I can't find a comprehensive test that I can take so that I can find out like what all of my deficiencies are, because, you only get sick for 2 reasons: deficiencies and toxins. And so that's definitely something that I'm totally intentional for at 54 before I go into 55, because on my 55th birthday, I want to be back to the fit that I want, in the fitness level that I want to be. I want to be like my girl, Trina Felton, or I just fell in love with the new WWE wrestler. What's her name? They call her Storm. Jade Cardell. She's bad. I mean, I don't want to be like that type of bodybuilding big, but I definitely want to get back to that level of toneness. Because as you get older, being toned definitely does help with growing old. So that's it. And Felicia Walker, my friend. Yes, I love Felicia's physique. Yeah, she's definitely another person. Okay, so Coach just came in and his Ronnie Lott jersey is sitting, because my jersey is sitting right here, because this is where his Ronnie Lott jersey was. And so, yeah.
What up, man?
What up? What up?
Let me tell you about your wife. She gonna sit
here. My God.
She gonna sit here and talk about some. I said, Mama, what's the best decision you made? She said, marrying my husband. And I said, well, did you tell him
that? I'm still stuck on my Ronnie Lott jersey going on the chair. I mean, that's Ronnie Lott, man. I'll just hold it. Well, happy birthday, babe.
Thank you, babe. Happy birthday.
Now you see us on this podcast. I don't be interrupting you when you on the podcast.
Well, here's the thing. The thing is that your mother, my wife, says I had an open invitation.
I can't even. You look like Wizard Kelly from Proud Family. You ain't even. We can't even see your face.
That's what I meant to do that, so I could dip down.
What up, man? I got on my Bryan Station stuff too. I don't know where I got this.
What I'm talking about.
What made you put on Defender stuff today?
Defenders for life.
So, anyway, I just thought I'd say hi and happy birthday to my girl. And I think this has made her day to have a beautiful daughter to.
Come on, talk good to me, Coach.
Always, baby girl. So, but anyway, I'm still have to have a conversation with your moms about and people understand. That's Ronnie Lott.
Nobody knows what that means.
No. That's
we
not
don't
the
know
average.
who that man is.
That's not the average bear.
Guess what? That man ain't paid not one bill.
That don't matter.
On Barrington Lane.
But he makes me proud.
But I bet Coach Terri done paid a couple bills on Barrington Lane. Is that the way?
What you call it? Barry. Quit telling people where we live. Deuces.
All right, bye. Okay.
You done has a good question. These are good questions. These are questions that, how are you my daughter and you didn't know all this information, but you wait till my podcast to ask me questions that you didn't know. So what is he saying? Although political, I applaud the comeback from Jasmine.
Do you have a favorite quote or saying that inspires you?
Yes. So and I this is one that I always talk with Ty with, and it's that big time players always step in big time games. And it's not just about playing a sport, but just in life in general, because sometimes you just always just got to step up to the plate and overcome.
What about when you're tired of stepping up? I don't want to step up no more. Tap somebody else in, coach. I'm tired of being the stepping up. Why do you think Black women always got to step up?
Because we're always on the lowest end of the totem pole. Like
somebody else need to take it.
And I agree. I agree. Somebody else needs to take it, but because it'll never happen. It will never.
It's gonna happen with me.
It'll never happen.
What's your favorite color?
It was one of the reasons why I left corporate America, was because I just got tired of dealing with the discrimination, with the microaggressions. If I'm quiet and I don't have nothing to say, that's a problem. If I voice my opinion, that's a problem. When I work harder than everybody else, that's a problem. If I just do enough just to get by, that's a problem. I mean, I just felt like as a Black woman, I just felt like I could just never win. And you're right, it is tiring. You do want somebody else to kind of just take over that and and be the one and tap somebody in. It's like a WWE match. I wish I can tap somebody else in and just kind of just take the reins and just sit in our shoes as Black women, because we always have to work 10 times harder and with the least amount of recognition.
Gotcha.
But it'll never change.
What is your favorite beverage? We know you don't drink.
My favorite beverage is probably pineapple juice.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Girl. What's your favorite way to celebrate your birthday?
Around with you, or when I love it when the whole family, when you, Ty, and Cisco's here and we're just here chilling. Like my 50th birthday was probably my best birthday because of all the, not because y'all all just went out of your way. I hate that we couldn't do a party because of COVID, but the fact that y'all did the what is it, the little train thing where everybody came by and honked and gave me gifts and stuff and by the house, and you had the little things out. I mean, I don't have to have all of that, but just having y'all all home and here to celebrate me is the ultimate right there. Just being surrounded by friends and family, And then I think a couple years ago we went to Leaf and Carmen's house, because I think my birthday usually falls on Memorial Day, and so we're always been able to go. They barbecued and stuff, and I think that was when Coco. and she came in, and Jessie came, my sister, and all of them came in, and I think my other friend came in too from Atlanta. She was here too, and we had just went to what did we go to Keelan? I don't know, but they're just being around friends and family. That's it. That's it. Just, no, nothing biggie. I don't have to have a big like shing ding birthday party like your birthday party, but you, girl, we had a time at your birthday party. Didn't your birthday party off the chain? Whoo! It was fun. A good old time, man. We had a good old time. We had a good old time.
What was your favorite childhood game?
Simon.
The little thing?
Yeah, so it's got the 4 colors.
Oh, yeah. And I actually remember that.
And it's like a memory thing, and you got to remember. And so it would go like real fast, and we'd be like, and you had to try to figure it out. That was probably my favorite. And then, I'm losing everything. And then my other favorite is probably playing spades.
Girl.
Playing spades. I'm losing all my lights. I don't know how this feels.
What's your favorite dessert?
Banana pudding. Banana pudding. Or red velvet cake. Or ice cream. Woo, girl, all of them.
Oh gosh. Did you figure out what your favorite song was?
Yes, my favorite song is African Bambaataa Soul Sonic Force.
What?
The Soul Sonic Force is the big bow bow. Yeah,
right.
The Soul Sonic Force by the African Bambaataa is my favorite song.
I don't know what that's
like. That's my jam.
I don't know what that song is.
I know you don't.
How is it your jam then?
Because it's my jam. It's just my jam. I hear that song, and then I'm ready to hit the dance floor because that's my jam.
So if they come out, introducing Tarangela Coretta Scott King, that's the song that's gonna come?
Yes.
I don't even know what this song is. Who's it by?
African Bambaataa.
And it's called what?
The Soul Sonic Force.
Soul Sonic Force.
I think it's called the Soul Sonic Force. It might be something.
Girl, you done made this song good.
It's about 10 minutes long.
Girl, I think Soul Sonic Force is an artist.
Well, it might be the artist. So I don't. It's African. Oh, it's African Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force, and it's that ain't it. That's it.
Planet Rock.
Planet Rock. That's my favorite song. Planet Rock.
For real?
Planet Rock. Rock, Planet Rock. Yeah, that's my favorite song. It's Planet Rock.
That's why you liked when the Proud Family was doing it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, girl. I don't think I got no more questions. What questions you got for me? How long we on here for?
Oh, an hour. We're almost done. Well, actually, we could be done now if you don't have any more questions for me. Why, you want me to ask you some questions?
No, it's up to you. It's your birthday. Because I said, what you want to do? You tell me last minute, 5 minutes before we start. Yeah, well, you could get on here and start asking questions. And I done asked you for a whole week. What we gonna do? What we gonna talk about?
Because, okay, so this is the thing. When you come on my podcast, it's not scripted. So I didn't want you to have like a script or whatever. So like when Mr. Brown comes on and they ask questions, Sharon came on and asked questions, Mika came on and asked questions. You know, I kind of just feed off of my audience when they ask questions, and then based off of just the vibe of how we're just talking and how our conversation is going, it's just kind of how we just kind of just let the let the podcast just kind of just roll out or whatever like that. So yeah. And I thought it went pretty real. Besides, the lighting in your apartment is crazy, but that's okay.
I don't have I ain't got a ring light. Probably in my new apartment, it probably would have been better, but next time, maybe by 55.
Okay, maybe about 55. So I'm looking forward to 55. I definitely have some things I want to get accomplished.
RP.
Hey, your Uncle Ron.
Uncle Ron.
Thank you, Ron.
Ron's birthday's like a day after mine.
Yes. Like his birthday is literally the day after yours. Yeah. I think that's it. So anyway, everybody, thank y'all all for coming on and tuning in. So next week I have a special guest that's going to talk about financial literacy, especially if you have students and with the whole NIL, I think I don't know. He's a financial advisor. So, and he used to be in the NFL, and we went to the same high school together. And that's going to be our guest for next week, Mr. Ricky Adams. And then for the rest of the summer, he said I'm up in here. And for the rest of the summer, I'm probably going to highlight a lot of our inductees, the ones from the past, and also the ones that are maybe going to be inducted in this September the 21st into our Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame, because there's so many people that have great stories. And there's a reason why we wanted to highlight them, because their stories are absolutely amazing. And, with me being a sports buff and sports being, just a big integral part of my life, I love being able to highlight people like that. And yeah, it's going to be a fun summer. So make sure you guys tune in. And there might be some extra days that I might do. If I can't get everybody in on a Wednesday, you might see us pop up on a Sunday, or I can't do Tuesdays and Thursdays until.
I think I got some more questions.
Okay. I don't have Tuesdays and Thursdays, but maybe on Mondays and Wednesdays, because I'm done with track. And so my Mondays and Thursdays will open up. No, my Mondays and Fridays will open up because I'm done with track. So stay tuned, because I might be able to see that. Yeah, Mr. Brown always has good questions. I appreciate you so much, and I can't wait for y'all to get to meet Sharon. I've been waiting on Sharon to come on, because we're getting ready to talk about her team's back-to-back championships. I had my cousin Jane Sneed on. You guys got to go back and watch that one, because it was good. Who is your favorite track star? My favorite track star is Marion.
Who's your favorite?
No. My favorite track star is Tyson Gay.
Because he from Lexington.
And I met him in person, and he's good people, and he was a beast. But I do like Marion Jones too. Marion Jones is probably my favorite female, and Tyson Gay is my favorite male.
Who's your favorite NBA player currently? Currently playing.
That's playing right now. LeBron.
Of the past. He can be retired.
Michael Jordan.
Really?
Mm-hmm. How do you not like Mike?
WNBA.
Candace Parker.
Okay, current people.
She's retired.
Okay, so you need to pick somebody from the current roster. She just retired.
Asia Wilson.
Oh, okay.
But in the past, I'm not gonna lie. Cynthia Cooper, Chantel Tremetier. You probably don't know who she is. I'm trying to get her on my podcast.
Just send that
I just had Tamika Dixon on. I liked her. Of course, I love Lisa Leslie. Dawn Staley. I mean, it's hard not to like any of them. It's a lot. I can't really name just one because there's a lot of them that I love and respect.
Favorite NFL player currently today?
My favorite NFL player today.
Playing currently.
I got two.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields.
Okay. All right. Favorite baseball team? Do you have one?
So I'm gonna go with the Dodgers because that's who Coach Bryant loves. But I don't have a favorite baseball team. But he likes the Dodgers, so I'm a Dodgers fan. We gotta have at least one team that we both share.
Got you. Is that the only team y'all share? That in UK?
That in UK. Yeah. Yes, Jadarius Sneed is probably yes. It's still he's my cousin, so yeah, he's one of my favorite too.
Got you.
He's now with the Titans. So Jadarius Sneed, Jalen Hurts, and Justin Fields are my favorite NFL players right now.
Okay.
Thank you, Sharon.
Who is on your Mount Rushmore of NFL players?
Of all-time greats, my Mount Rushmore of NFL players. Emmitt Smith, Tom Brady, Reggie White, and Marcus Allen.
I don't know who them people are. Yeah.
He said, who's my all-time favorite Cowboy player is Emmitt Smith. He said, do you like offense or defense in football? I like I probably like offense.
Yeah, I feel like I prefer an offensive game over a defensive game any day.
Yeah.
I won't. Yes. They're just way
what
more.
is my favorite? What is my favorite genre of music? Is old school R&B. I don't like none of the new R&B, so I like old school R&B. Yeah. She said when it's this is so right, Sharon. When it's family, it's different because you love. I mean, I love Jadarius regardless, right? And so when people ask me who's my favorite, it's hard not to pick him. And then I have like 3 other cousins that are playing in the league, and they're automatically my favorite because they're Mimses. And so, they're my distant cousins. So yeah, they're just different. And I don't see him as a fave. He's just different. He's my family. So I'm automatically gonna root for him. And what was this question right here? I do see him as a fave. He's different. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Let's see. Any other? What's your other question? We're over our hour, so we're almost done. We're gonna wrap it up.
Oh, I think I'm done. I feel like I asked you about 54 questions. I don't know if that's for sure, but I tried.
You tried to ask 54 questions for my birthday, 54?
I don't know if I asked 54. It probably was more like 24. But
okay. So what did you learn? Did you have an aha moment on any of the questions, on any of the answers that you learned something? Did you learn something new from your mama today?
Yeah, girl, because what was this first job you had at 16? You was working.
Yeah.
How'd you get there?
What you mean, how did I get there? I don't know how I got there. I think somebody had to give me a ride because I wasn't driving.
When did you get your first car?
When I was married. When I got married.
you? 23?
23, 24.
Gotcha.
Anything else?
I think that's all I got, girl. I got
That's
to do
it.
a little homework for tonight.
Okay.
I quit school.
You're not going to quit school. I'm so proud of you. Just hang in there. You've had a lot on your plate this last month. And I'm so proud of how you kind of handled it, because you just, again, we don't, and Coach talks about it all the time. Stuff just still has to get done regardless. If it doesn't get done, who's going to do it? And you just got to get it done. If you know it has to get done, it just has to get done. And so that's just life. My favorite dressing apparel,
Nike.
I'm a Nike person, and I like baseball caps, tennis shoes, jeans, and Air Max's jeans and a t-shirt. Like, I love dressing casual. I don't like getting dressed up. Every once in a while, I like getting dressed up, but I don't like getting dressed up very often. If it's a special occasion like the gala, something like that, I like getting my face done.
That you was best dressed in high school?
What did you say?
Did the people know you was voted best dressed in high school?
How did you know that? I was voted one of the most athletic. I was female athlete of the year, co-female athlete of the year my senior year. Did you know that AKA gave me a scholarship?
You told me that.
Okay. I don't know if Delta did or not, but I'm not sure why. That's when I first got exposed to them, but so I'm not sure about that. Why is Ty calling me? Ty, I don't know. I got it on my podcast.
Did he wish you happy birthday yet?
He texted me like 10:35 this morning.
Maybe he's just trying to say hi.
Hey, I'm still on my podcast with Jay.
Who wins one-on-one?
Yeah.
What is she
My
saying?
mama all day, every day. Duh, Mr. Alvin.
Oh, what did you say?
Are you on the podcast?
I'm still on my podcast, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Ask questions on the podcast.
Oh, she's asking questions on my podcast. Jay's asking me questions on my podcast.
What is she saying?
She's crazy. It's almost over. I'm going to send you the link.
Tell him ask a question.
I'm going to send Ty the link. I don't know why I didn't ask him.
Mr. Alvin said, who wins one-on-one? I said, my mama, duh.
He said, who wins one-on-one between me and Cisco?
As
far as basketball?
And what? It doesn't matter. It's my mama. There could be a foot race. It could be basketball. She gonna win. My mama's a winner. The only time she ain't a winner is, well, I ain't gonna call them people out. It's when my mama ain't playing. It's the only time she ain't a winner, though.
In basketball, actually, probably Cisco. He's still a good athlete, especially now that he didn't got them. Now that he's got his knees fixed, and he'll be running here pretty soon. That's why I got to get back in shape, because now he think I'm gonna have to be able to keep up with him, because now that he's got his knees fixed, he's gonna want to do some stuff, and I know he's gonna try to have me running. So I need to get in shape before he starts running, because his workout is unbelievable. He's doing stairs and retroing, and he does the absolute most when he's working out. Oh, what else, baby? We done? We can close this out. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you too, girl. Happy birthday.
Oh, Tasha Thompson. Hey,
Tasha.
I'm gonna get Ty. I don't know if Ty got on. Give Ty a chance to ask a question or something. I should have sent him the link to get on here. I should have sent him the link to. He said, "Lil J."
Big young Ty. Where you at with it, man? Young Ty.
Thanks, Tasha.
He said, "It's Big J over here, big guy." He said, "Lil J, Big J to you."
Oh, you at home?
Big J, ask us a question, Ty. They just asked who wins between 1-on-1 between your dad and my mama, and I said my mama gonna win 100% of the time.
He's laughing. That's so funny. That's funny.
She gonna win. How much you want to bet? I'll make sure she wins.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Brown. He definitely said his pops. And he will, only because he's got them knees done.
It's a wrap. Exactly. Pops cannot run, so that's why. That man can't lip his way to this win.
Yeah, I think I can take him right now till he get them, till he can get them knees in. I can take him.
Exactly.
I still got it. Exactly. That is so funny. That's so funny. All right. Well, Ty, if you don't have any questions for me, I guess we're done. We're way over time. We still got 16 people on here. So y'all just on here just hanging out.
First of all, Ty, it's Big J. Okay. I don't know where this little J is coming from. It's Big J. But I've been out here asking the questions. And, just over here trying to get to know the host that be asking all the questions. I'm over here. What's going on with you?
Ty, is there a question you've ever asked me that you ever wanted to know? Ain't no telling what's going to come out his mouth. What was my most memorable birthday? Was my 50th birthday. So my 50th birthday, Cisco and Ty and Jay had some Dallas Cowboys signs made out for me out in the yard. So I had some yard signs, and then they got a bunch of our friends together and they all did a drive by the house and dropped me off balloons and gifts and honked the horn and wished me a happy birthday. Cause that was during COVID. And so they did a big drive by for me by the house. And that was definitely the most memorable birthday that I had. My 50th. So I don't know if we're going to do one next year for double nickels.
I think you should throw a party. I think everybody should have at least one party in their lifetime.
I
probably ain't going to do another one for another 10 years myself, but I think everybody should throw a party.
So when you hit 40, you can do a 40th. Yeah. So I might do a 55 since I really didn't get a chance to do a 50th. So y'all stay tuned. I might do a 55 birthday party celebration next year. It'll depend on when what my football schedule is and how far my birthday is from Memorial Day. So we'll see. We'll just have to see. We'll try to do a 55 birthday party next year. All right. Ty doesn't have any questions. Mr. Brown is done with the questions. So we're Tasha Thompson. Thank you, baby, for coming on.
Where is Shadow?
Shadow's downstairs.
That's a good question. Where is our dog?
He is downstairs because normally I've been on here a couple times and he'll get the howling. I'm like, dude, do you know I'm on my podcast and he's downstairs howling? Yeah. Anyway. All right, Tasha, I'll see you. I hope I see you in practice tomorrow. So we got practice tomorrow.
Tasha on your team? Or is she one of your coaches?
On my team. On my O line.
What position she play?
Offensive line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's a beast.
She be blocking or no?
Oh yeah, she be blocking. So so next week we'll be in Columbus.
If she wasn't blocking, would you say something or no? You if you said you okay, are you a beast? You let us know. You let us know. What's going on with the team?
Hey, don't say nothing bad about my team. We should have won. I ain't gonna lie. We should have won on Saturday.
Oh no, she said she just okay.
No, she better than okay.
Well, Tasha, what's gonna make you great then? That's what. Get the team up on here so I can start talking to them.
I don't know who's on here. Is Nicole? Normally Nicole will be on. I'm surprised Nicole ain't been on. Ask Nicole because you was just kick in with Nicole the other night.
She was just a kick. I said, all right. I said, girl, get on up in. All right, Mama. Well, we ended. All
right, baby. I guess we done.
I can't even get my little peace sign up in here.
Oh, you got your background blurred.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for being patient with us tonight. We had some technical difficulties getting started and getting on, and because I ain't gonna lie, I literally just drove into Lexington at 8:30 and literally just pulled into the house at about 8:45. And I hadn't set it up because I was like, am I gonna make it back home? And I said, Jay, I'm gonna make it back home, and we just gonna get on and we just gonna roll with it. And she was like, all right, mom, whatever you want. And we made it happen. So I hope you guys got a chance to kind of get to know who I am a little bit more. Again, my baby is a beast. She's she's a consultant. If you want to learn how to house hack and if you want a higher ed hack as far as getting school paid for, books paid for, that type of thing. She did a great job of navigating through those things and getting business credit. You be helping people get business credit too, don't you?
Girl, I do a little of everything. Just
come holler at her, and she can she can probably help you out on the business side of things. Definitely. All right, baby, we're gonna end this live stream. Don't log off, and we'll see y'all next weekend. And make sure y'all go to if you're on Facebook, go to my Facebook and look under the birthdays, and there should be a donation thing on there for the Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame. And if you donate, it does not come to me. It goes directly to the Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame towards a scholarship for student athletes. So it doesn't come to me. So go ahead and throw 54 for my 54 to the Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame. Anyway, I love y'all, and y'all have a good one. Good night.